Hey guys, and welcome to 10 Things You Didn't Know About Final Fantasy 6. Number 1. Encounterless Marshall. During the Save Terra scenario, Locke gets joined by 11 Moogles forming 3 full-fledged parties to fight the oncoming slew of enemies. But what if we just didn't fight them? Using specific movement, you can walk around enemies and fight only Marshall, saving quite a bit of time. All you need to do is watch the arm swings of the enemies, and they're not much of a problem. Number 2. The Thing. Following the same idea as the Encounterless Marshall, you can skip all the encounters walking to Kefka when the Empire is invading Narsh. With proper timing around enemy movements, party swapping, and a buffered menu with a party leader swap, you too can avoid every single encounter and just fight Kefka. The guards will run away with the tails between their legs. Number 3. South Figaro Guard Skip. With sprint shoes and proper placement with opening a menu and closing it, you can phase through the guard and skip the entirety of Locke's South Figaro escapades. No more needing to steal from the merchant and soldier. You have 2 options at this point. Go backwards and grab Celeste along with some good basement items, or just leave. Not grabbing Celeste can have some funny consequences as well. Who's even talking in this cutscene? Number 4. Lete River Manipulations. You can manipulate the Lete River to only give you 2 encounters the first time you ride with Banon by hitting the correct NPC value, a hidden value that cycles between 0 and 255. Speedrunners have setups for this, as otherwise you wouldn't know where that value really is. The second river is more consistent to manipulate. By closing the text box before tunnel armor at the correct time, you can ensure you only get 1 encounter along the second Lete River. With only 3 encounters over 2 rivers, Banon's need to take out life insurance drops drastically. Number 5. Joker Doom. Using an echo screen and no other actions at the start of a battle, you manipulate the slots RNG to hit Joker Doom. The first 7 can be a little precise to hit, but with some pause buffering you can always hit it. The next 2 7s have a 20 frame window, or 1/3 of a second to hit afterwards. Missing the first Joker Doom a lot? That's no problem. Use another echo screen, potion, and fail slots once in any order, and you can attempt 1 more Joker Doom. Number 6. Skipping characters creates Moogles? Skipping naming Celeste in South Figaro, or not naming Strago and Realm using a glitch in Sealed Cave, means you never actually name these characters. But what happens then? Funnily enough, the Moogles in the Save Terra scenario are also placeholders for future characters in the game. Celeste eventually becomes General Kutan. She eventually becomes Celeste again after the opera, but because we never name her, the guest flag is never touched and she only knows fight and item. You can also see Strago and Realm on the airship after the floating continent comes up, but it's not actually them. Is it? Number 7. Muddle Shenanigans. Casting Muddle on a party member, but having them choose certain options can have some pretty funny results depending on what happens. Don't really want to fight a certain enemy? Just Muddle smoke bomb the enemies away and still get experience. Too lazy to cast Vanish on numerous enemies? Muddle Phantom will vanish everything on screen. Where's Raiden when you need him? Number 8. Inferno Skip. Like the thing that we did in number 2, you can walk right over top of Inferno's encounter tile. By walking on it and swapping parties, buffering a menu, and swapping the party leader, you can walk right over top of the tile and avoid Inferno. It actually works both ways. Really cool if you wanted to cast Crusader on Inferno after killing all the dragons or something, I guess. Number 9. Goggles as a weapon. Through certain glitches, you can equip goggles as a weapon. Now all it does is just dump garbage data and it will never actually hit the enemy. But 2 things are pretty funny if you keep doing this. 1, you can see the screen is tearing and glitching out, which is just always funny to watch, albeit a little concerning. 2, if you attack enough, the character will slowly work their way backwards off the screen and pop up on the other side eventually. If you don't scroll your menus at all, you will also notice you can't choose any options until you do a little bit of scrolling. There is a reason for this, which leads us to our final fact. Number 10. Menu merge. If you scroll your magic menu with the goggles on as a weapon, when the garbage data is being dumped, the game gets confused and merges your magic and item menu. This means that you have items as options, but since the game thinks you are in the magic menu, you should be able to cast abilities. Here's a list of what items give what abilities. The only issue is you need to know what item is in what slot since you can't really see what item it is you're selecting. The best is Bobba Breath, since you can blow away certain bosses and you don't even have to deal with a death animation. So how did you feel about these 10 facts? Did you know every single one? Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below and I will make a more in-depth video on the most popular one. Don't forget to click on the like button as well as subscribe so you can keep up to date with more fun content coming up.